Hey everybody, how's it going? Good morning for now, only for another 5 minutes. It's 11:55 a.m. on Tuesday, May 18th, and man, I have been going crazy because so much has happened and I've only been able to do one video in the last 10 days. I'm back from Hawaii. I'm geared up. I'm good. It feels good to be back. It was a great trip, but it's good to be back and I am on it. Have been nonstop since I've gotten back, and it feels great. Well rested. Although I had to make up for some jet lag. Anyways, want to remind you before we start today's video that none of this is considered financial advice. It's for informational, educational, entertainment purposes only. Do your own research. Make your own decisions. I am not a financial advisor. Just a trader with my own opinions. Also, if you do like what you see, please hit the like, please hit the subscribe button. I would appreciate it greatly. And we're going to get right into it. We're going to talk about XRP. So we're going to talk about this. Really big on XRP, as I mentioned in Stock Market Mentor Forum. And first of all, I'd like to start off that I apologize. I don't have any really good information on where U.S. residents can buy this. I was fortunate enough to get on KuCoin. I know some people have not been able to get on to KuCoin. They've rejected their sign up or registration or whatnot. I don't know anything about that. I'm sure I'll get kicked off at some point if they're rejecting U.S. Citizens. I'm going to keep using it until that happens. Anyways, there are ways to go about it. I'm not willing to share. But so I apologize if you can't buy XRP anywhere. I apologize. You could skip ahead to the other content in this video unless you still care to hear this, because this does kind of affect other ones like XLM, Stellar Lumens, and we're going to go over that too. But really going to focus just XRP because that's the one I'm biggest on right now. I'm going to go over all 5 altcoins that we went over in 2 videos ago. I think it was 2 videos ago. 5 altcoins that could explode. We saw some big gains in there. Stop losses were hit. Came down 25-30% in some of them. XRP was one of them. The other 4 were Litecoin, Cardano, XLM, and TRX, Stellar Lumens and Tronics. So going to touch briefly on those. I'm going to tell you what I'm thinking and what my strategy is. First of all, always got to start off getting into Bitcoin, because Bitcoin is the market. That's no matter what you think of it, Bitcoin is the one the market moves off of. And alts didn't all take a drop. The lower cap alts are really the ones that did take the huge drops. Bitcoin took a nice big drop. Obviously, Elon was tweeting. Guys, this is manipulation, and I hate using that word. Market's being manipulated, but it happens, and Now the big money has their hands in there, and they're gonna play with you. The easy time is over. So just still try and make it easy on yourself, and maybe not. Maybe it's still easy, but I'm pretty convinced that we're gonna see a bounce here. Could be wrong, but I took a long position, a small one, because I have my buy zones at the 200-day moving average and at a spot slightly below the 200-day moving average. So I bought here around, what was it, at like 43-ish, 44-ish, between 43 and 44. Small position, but I definitely think at some point in the near future, whether we come down to 38,000 or whether 42,000 was it, that we come up and meet the 50-day moving average. Now, now the 50-day moving average is at 55,720, and it's curling downward. So we'll probably come a little lower than that before we meet it. It could be a couple weeks before that. It could be a few days. We could have a strong bounce. You've seen one Elon Musk tweet can bounce Bitcoin, what was that, 8%, 7% in the matter of minutes. So it's not just him. He's not independent, however he may appear on Twitter, it's an act of the best interest of the big money. So I feel very strongly that people are buying down here. I think that we could be about a month away. Maybe the ETF is the end of the bull cycle. I don't know, but I definitely think we at least see a bounce, and that's just it's not a strong conviction level yet. I'd have a stronger conviction level if we came below the 200 and bounced right back above it. That would be a lot stronger conviction on my end, but I did take a long position on the plane ride home. I don't sleep on planes, so that's what I was doing. I was on the Wi-Fi and I was looking at charts on my phone. So anyways, moving on. Bitcoin obviously took a big dump, and that was pretty hard to sit through. But anyways, onto the Bitcoin dominance. We're at 40%. We've been watching this since early February, talking about this 36 level, this all-time low. It looks like we're probably going to hit that. Do we have to? We don't have to. So if Bitcoin bounces, that just means alts will go up even faster. If Bitcoin drops, that means alts won't come down as low. Any of which can happen. But we're going to look at the XRP chart and the Litecoin chart, and we're going to see why I think that some of the major alts are going to continue to move. Now, keep in mind, we're going over the 5 that we went over last time, but ones like Aave, Solana, Matic, all taking off. Cardano took off. That was one of our 5, and now it's kind of cooling off a little bit. So moving on to the altcoin market cap, we're looking to hold support of that previous all-time high of a $1.117 trillion market cap, and we're looking to hold that and curl up from there. And I think we might. I think we will. That's just my thoughts on it. Looks like Bitcoin's dropping a little bit, but not too concerned there. Moving on to what we're talking about, right? So SEC and XRP are still in court. So that's still happening. A few of the larger investors, the SEC went to court to block 6 XRP named investors: Jordan Deaton, James Lamonte, Tyler Lamonte, Maya Lamonte, Mitchell McKenna, and Christiana Warner. Obviously, they have an interest in this if they have a large amount of XRP. Now, there is a risk to this. The risk is that something comes out that XRP was in violation, SEC wins the lawsuit, and at that point, we're watching the 50-day moving average. We're watching the bottom of this trend line right here, which at the moment would put us at about $1.28. So stop loss should be slightly below there. I only say slightly below because you saw with Bitcoin, although we're in an uptrend here still with XRP, and we're forming this handle. So one line that I want to add is this right here, pivot point, right? We break out from here. So we broke out from the trend line and got rejected, so we're back in it. Still looking strong, higher than average volume, is looking to finish that way and looking to finish above that and continue. And we want to break out past this pivot point, and that's when I'll make another buy aggressively. And we're in this cup and handle formation, and that's happens a lot in these bullish movements. So that's what I'm watching, cup and handle. So I wouldn't be surprised to see something come out in the next day or two, some kind of news come out in the next day or two. I expect it to be bullish. It may not be. It's gone on so long. This was December that this SEC investigation started. Could take all year for all I know. And then delistings happened in January after the announcement of delistings in end of December. So here's the bullish side of it, and I've mentioned it before, is 2 things. Number 1, positive news comes out from the SEC investigation. And my thinking is that it's likely that it will be positive, considering the fact that it's taken so long. You'd think it'd be cut and dry, and if it were to be negative. So, and if that happens, you're going to see relistings. So Coinbase, Bittrex, I think Bittrex doesn't trade it. Binance U.S., ones like that, they're going to eventually relist. I think that'll take a little bit of time. It won't happen right away, but that's going to be another big catalyst. So you got 2 big catalysts, and again, also understanding that this could move down. We were just above 160, we were just above 170 earlier, got rejected below that. We can come down and see the bottom end of this consolidation flag right here, and that could happen. But all about XRP, that's what I'm watching, and looking really good. We do have other altcoins that have been taking off. I'm not going to get into the charts, but Solana, Matic, 100%, 200% on Matic, 400% in less than a month. So altcoins are taking off right now. Now, one thing that I've been looking at, I encourage people to do, is watch the Bitcoin price, because as Bitcoin moves, you want to see how strong these altcoins are remaining in this Bitcoin downtrend. Not ready to quite call it bearish yet, bear market yet. We're close though. We've been watching this for a while. Since end of February, we've been saying it's not out of the question to come down towards the 200-day moving average. But this is breaking out in its Bitcoin price. So Bitcoin holds. I imagine XRP will keep going without any news. Bitcoin continues to drop. It's possible that XRP holds, which Bitcoin is doing now a little bit. It's back below 43,000, and XRP is coming down a little bit, but it is, a 5-minute chart isn't really good to watch with this, so it's kind of moved down with Bitcoin a little bit. But overall, even a 4-hour chart, we're putting in a flag there on the Bitcoin price. So we're watching for Bitcoin to hold, and we're watching for the XRP's Bitcoin price to keep moving up, and XRP to break through trend line and pivot point. So moving on from there, another one that I'm not quite as big on, but has been really strong, and just kind of something I've been watching, is this 50-day moving average. On Litecoin, we had a really good trade. Hopefully everybody made a little bit of money on it and didn't turn a gain into a loss. But we had, just below a 50-day moving average, bounced to a new 52-week high. Came down to the 50-day moving average, came into a significantly higher 52-week high. Now we're back to the 50-day moving average, bouncing off of it pretty nicely with our Bitcoin price breaking out. So, I feel very strongly that if Bitcoin does hold here, that you're going to see a move back up in Litecoin as well. So one that we did really well on, Cardano recently, they have their launchpad going. They had their first project, and it was C3 their first project, or was CardStarter actually their first project? But C3 on Cardano. So they're building a network now. I don't have any news on smart contracts. I know those meant to come in August. Maybe they're not sure. Not totally sure. I really liked the chart. I really liked the fact that they have smart contracts coming if they haven't come already. This was similar to what we saw in Ethereum with a little bit more resistance, so not quite the move. I think it's cooling off. I think it's going to cool off for a minute, not necessarily a long time, but what I really liked was the Bitcoin price, really was looking strong while Bitcoin was coming down. So worked out really well. They have CardStarter now, and okay, so that's cards. So C3 was a project launched on CardStarter. Cards really did. I'm a fan of Cardano. This is, they've gone up in price before they even did anything, and now they're actually doing something, building a network, and it's really exciting. And I was trading Cardano in and out from 35 cents. Kind of couldn't get a feel for it, so I'd take my gains, and then it would, when I wouldn't take my gains, it'd come back down, and it was really discouraging. So about 95 cents is where I really started to feel the belief in Cardano, but it's been kind of hanging out. So two others, right, that haven't quite moved and have been looking that, it was in those 5 that I mentioned. Number 1, Xlm Stellar Lumens, and that was it got up to 78, did really well. And this is, I consider it like XRP's little brother, and it generally moves after XRP, and every time it's ever gotten close to XRP in price, I think it actually passed it when XRP came down to like 20 cents. Anytime it's come close to XRP in price, XRP has taken off, or this is sold off. One of the creators of XRP did create XLM after leaving XRP. And, I'm just speaking from history, how it's worked in the past. That may not work that way in the future, but it seems to have been going that way. If you look at Ethereum, Ethereum was, next to move, and then it's looking likely that Litecoin will, even though I consider Litecoin essentially useless. Not much purpose to be served there, but these, and then so I do think XLM will move after XRP should XRP move. And then usually, well, what happened last time was last to move, and one of the biggest to move was Tronics. So, I'm looking at those two to move last. Maybe I'm wrong, but as far as for the larger cap altcoins, yeah, that's Bitcoin price is threatening breaking out here for Tronics. So, still keeping an eye on the 5 that we mentioned. It would be a good idea to go and review like 3 videos ago. Let's see. There was a 20 altcoin video, and we did update those, and it's been long enough now to kind of look back into those. Or if you've been, you should have been watching them, but kind of good time now to review those and where they're at based on what we said before and where they're heading. So yeah, I am really watching XRP the most right now, right here. So giving you some things to look out for in the news with XRP, and giving you a few things on what to look for as far as like a breakout goes. Should we break out, and then if we don't and we come down, where to kind of cut your losses at. Don't foresee that happening. Now, a couple situations, we have been kind of repeating the last cycle. Ethereum didn't quite make it to the, 2.6 times that Bitcoin did. I kind of blame that on the fact that it's an infinite supply, so more gets mined and the supply gets a little more diluted, and had a little less Litecoin. We have this vision of what it can do in the most extreme situation. We saw it go to a new 52-week high. Didn't quite reach its new all-time high of $420, but I fully expect it to see that again. I don't know. I don't think the bull market's over. I think you're going to see at least a bounce on Bitcoin. I think you're going to see some altcoins go off still. That's just my personal opinion, not to be considered financial advice. always going to say that. Anyways, extreme situations. You look at XRP last time in the matter of weeks. Remember, and I've been mentioning this in every video, just to keep your kind of perspective open in crypto. How I've kind of explained it as penny stocks on steroids. And it's kind of been like that. In the stock market, something goes up 100%. I'm really not gonna hold on to that, depending on what the chart is showing and what the momentum and the strength is showing. But nothing goes straight up, and just like with shorts, on the short side, on the downside, nothing goes straight down. So you have a lot of people shorting this, and that's fine. They were right. Probably a higher probability short, and it's not going to go straight down. I expect at least a bounce to 47,000, this previous low here, maybe even 46,000, but nothing goes straight down, especially on the short side, and still in a bull market, but you could see it looking toppy there, and we'll see what happens. We'll see what happens when we hit this. If we do hit the 50-day moving average on Bitcoin, I'll take profits on that, even though it's a small amount. And we'll see what happens from there. Nothing goes straight up, nothing goes straight down. XRP went from 35 cents, 29 cents to $3.29. So what it can do should something significant happen. And it's been one of those that hasn't, big move, but not like the move we saw back then, where Bitcoin has saw the move we saw in 2017. Ethereum had the move that we saw at the very start of 2018. Litecoin has not. XRP has not. Stellar Lumens has not. Tronics has not. So I'm fully expecting that to do that. Cardano will probably continue its move up should the crypto market remain bullish. It's just cooling off right now. And one thing I do want to look at before we sign off is the total crypto market cap. Important to watch. We could be, bouncing here, coming above this 50-day moving average. We could slowly put in head and shoulders. we'll see. Something to watch. We're over $2 trillion, so that's a significant level to watch. It's nice, round, and even a mental support level. And yeah, so all about XRP, watching that really closely, especially this week, and then continue and watch the 5 that I really think could show some explosion. Review the 20 altcoin video. There's obviously going to be some that I'm going to miss. We see we're below this $2 trillion level now, but definitely going to be some that I'm going to miss. We have mentioned Solana, a week or so ago, and that's turning out really well. Matic, I sold at 85 cents. Turned out to be a big mistake, but I traded that from 29 cents to 55, and then from in the 40s to 85. So I've done really well trading it. It's Polygon has been really advancing. They've been really doing a lot of things. They have their own network that they've been building, but again, a good thing to review. If you have any others that you think should be looked at, put them in the comments below. Again, if you like this video, I do want to mention one more thing, but if you did like this video, hit the like, hit the subscribe, and I would really appreciate it. And the last thing I want to talk about, really want to mention, as I told you, I have a lot of things that I wanted to talk about, and it's just been too long, 10 days, and I can't get them all in. I can't cover them all in extensive detail, but did want to get these few things in. I've had some meme coin explosion. Shiba Inu, I actually got really lucky on this one. I saw Doge going up before the May 8th Saturday Night Live, and I said, I found this one. Somebody was mentioning it on Twitter. I looked into it. I'm like, this could get a piggyback on Doge, and I got it at 6.035. So didn't throw a ton in there at all. Very little amount, but easily my biggest percentage gain of my lifetime. It was at the high, like 16,000% gain. So insane. I think I got out total with like 120 times, so like a 12,000% gain. I took initial profits in like the high 2,900 area. They have like 120,000 people on their Telegram group. But the thing is this is like a meme coin. It's already number 24. I just don't see it getting anything. I mean, double to get to the previous all-time high. I just don't see it happening. There's other meme coins like XLM. Like I didn't really want to mention these, but somebody, people, more than one person have mentioned to me like, oh, why didn't you mention it? Why didn't you mention it? It's like, these are the 000 penny stocks. These are the ones that your money could sit there forever. These are the ones that it can go from 0.0009 to 0.0001. You're not going to see reverse splits in crypto, but that's kind of like the mentality you got to have when buying these. They are pump and dumps, and that's all there is to it. Just like Elon pumping Doge and doing a really good job of it, and maybe starting to make it serious. So nothing to discredit, but just be very careful. Again, these are like the 000 penny stocks. These are the ones that can go to, I mean, you think they're so low, but they can go lower. Trust me, they can go lower. You also had another dog, Australian Safe Shepherd. It's just like these meme coins have been exploding. I don't suggest following Portnoy. He just, he's more entertainment value, and this could go up. Sure, it could double, it could triple, but it's already number 41, and it's a meme coin that he likes. It could be a Ponzi scheme, so buy it. I don't understand that. Probably is. I don't know about it. Could actually do something. I'm guessing that it probably doesn't. Buy it on PancakeSwap, extremely confusing to some people, extremely hard to do. Has gone up a little bit, but it's one of those things that we get in early. Like early was back here at 604.000004. Like this has come up. Like, what is that, 20,000, 25,000% already? So it's not really that early. People have made some great money in this. My neighbor is actually the one that told me about it, and he turned like $500 into like 20 grand. So that's great, and it could double from here. It could triple from here. Who knows? Maybe something actually gets made out of it. I don't know, but these meme coins have been ones my point in telling you this is that to be extremely careful with these. They're pump and dumps, and they may be turned into something serious in the future, but they are pump and dumps. It's literally people in Reddit and Telegram groups buying, getting the word out on social media, pumping the price up. I don't know if they're selling. I don't know if they're not selling, but just be careful with these. Dave Portnoy is an entertainer, as you've seen in the stock trading. He really doesn't know what he's doing all that well. But anyways, that's it for today. Again, I wanted to get my plan on XRP out there. This is what I'm watching on XRP. I think it's one of the ones that could show significant gains and very explosive potentially. So we know the upsides, we know the downsides, we know what levels to be watching. Again, I want to apologize if you're in the U.S. and can't find a way to trade this. Secondary one for me is Litecoin, still there with it. And then, Cardano, I took some profits on, and I still do hold. I just think it's going to, it's going to be a little slower now. We got, what was it, in the 150s or 140s? Started on that one, and we made it to 240. So like 80%. Let's see, April 23rd, it was at 92 cents. We were higher than that when we first, so about, in the 130s, I believe, is where we were getting in on that trade. A lot of long-term holders, including myself, but and then still watching Stellar Lumens and Tronics and watching the Bitcoin charts, all the while still watching the Bitcoin price, because that's very important for everything. Anyways, have a great day. It's good to be back, and I'm gonna maybe do another video tomorrow or Thursday, and I want to get another live stream in. Because there's a lot happening with altcoins. I want to get another live stream in, so maybe Friday or maybe even Saturday. Saturday worked out well last time. I think like 7 people were there with me. Somebody was listening while they were painting, so that was great. Glad I could be a time killer for you, and I'm not planning anything special this weekend for myself, so maybe do that Friday or Saturday, I don't know. But thank you for joining. Again, please hit that like and subscribe button. I appreciate it greatly, and have a great day.